All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Kodash. Double honor to the apostles as a great millstone, and salvation for us doing this thing in sincerity, truth, and with charity. And this is just madness, man. So it says beneath layers of waste, landfills around the U.S. have been reaching scorching temperatures, and neighbors have been getting sick. America's hot garbage problem. Hey, this man is the fucking devil, okay? This man is the fucking devil. It says last year, Brandy annual mammogram returns a gram diagnosis, stage 3 breast cancer. She had the well, damn. She had her breast removed and her ovaries. Several of her neighbors on Lincoln Ave in Val Verde, California, have similar stories of cancer, autoimmune disorders, or heart problems that seem to come out of nowhere. Damn. She and her neighbors say they can't be sure of the cause, but given the number of people who are sick in their community of about 3,000, they have a guess. Hidden behind a foothill about 500 yards from house's front door, on the northwest edge of Los Angeles County, sits Chiquita Canyon Landfill, one of America's largest repositories of municipal waste. While the landfill has often seemed on the verge of closure, it's grown by more than 200% over the quarter century. Let's keep going. Damn, I might as well just read through. For a lot of those years, things seemed okay. The truck traffic could be annoying. Pungent odors would sometimes waft into town, but that felt like more of a nuisance than a crisis until the spring of 2023, when a new level of smell settled in. The smell changes from day to day. Sometimes it's rotten eggs in the sun. Other time, it's more of a mysterious chemical sweetness. And that's what a lot of it is. Chemicals, man. From plastic to the dyes they use on the boxes to all the leftover chemicals from shit like Roundup that has already been proven to give you cancer. Forever chemicals, different shit like that. Batteries, because a lot of people still throw their batteries right in the garbage. You know? No matter what, it stinks like many of their neighbors. No matter what, it stinks. Like many of their neighbors' house and her family gradually stopped using their yard or going outside much at all. But the stench has continued to haunt them inside, even with windows shut and air filters running. And it's not just a matter of reeking garbage. By the summer, House said she was taking pills to deal with the unrelenting headache. Damn, her husband, Stephen, who almost never got sick, was fighting chronic sinus problems. Nosebleeds. They begin health code violations, hundreds. This is crazy. Yeah, the smell. First off, let's grab this preset, man, because that's one thing with this kingdom. This place fucking stinks, man. From the sewage when it rains, all right, to the landfill. You driving up the Bishop Ford, you smell that shit. It's a landfill going east on one of the expressways. All right. This shit is fucking horrible. Even everything about this place is just wicked. Even the fact that there is a fucking this type of sewer system. All right. where the shit sits right in the fucking street. So that when it does rain, you smell it. When it floods, the shit gets backed up. All right? These different civilizations that Esau called savages, like the Mayans, they had systems that worked, man. Water systems that worked, sewer systems that worked, man. Simple shit. But genius. And the kingdom won't have this problem, man. It's Baruch. Like I said, that stench. This Baruch 5. Yeah, 5 and damn. Let me just start at 5. Arise, O Jerusalem, and stand on high, and look about toward the east, and behold thy children gather from the west to the east by the word of the Holy One. Rejoice in the remembrance of the Most High. For they departed from thee on foot, and were led away of their enemies. But the Most High bringeth them unto thee exalted with glory as children of the kingdom. Which means that the kingdom is going to be glorious, right? For the Most High hath appointed them every high hill. If we're called, so like if we're exalted with glory as children of the kingdom, which is us getting glory, you know. But as what? Children of the kingdom would mean the kingdom is glorious. All right? Which the scriptures say that streets of gold, gates of pearls. All right, but this is just another example, man. For the Most High hath appointed that every high hill and banks of long continuance should be cast down, and valleys filled up, to make even the ground of Israel, so like even the ground that Israel may go safely in the glory of the Most High. Moreover, even the woods and every sweet smelling tree shall overshadow Israel by the commandment of the Most High. So we're gonna have that sweet smell in Israel, man. Even just the, and at one point, all of America wasn't like this, because you can, a lot of us, because some, you know, if you was born in 2000s, you haven't experienced the earth. And what we experienced was the watered down version, and then the generation before us, and so forth and so forth. But I can think back to like some the summer programs and all this shit. And you can go to these different parks and it's just a smell of flowers. All right, even just your own yards. All right, when the grass get cut these days, it don't smell as pungent as it used to, and it don't have that hint of sweetness behind that bitterness. It don't have that no more, man. The earth is fucked up. Hey, this shit is just wicked, man. And not to mention, if you want these big cities, when it rains out, it's terrible. Or even just being in certain hyper areas like marketplace, like downtown, that shit stinks, man. It fucking stinks. We used to even be closer by the lake, you can smell the water. This shit is ass, man. But in the kingdom, we're gonna have that sweet smell again, man. All right? It's gonna overshadow Israel. It's gonna be a lot. Not having hills of trash. A bunch of trash they toss grass over is crazy. Yet the smell has persisted with no simple solution, because what's driving it is something buried beneath the waste, a complex and dangerous chemical reaction whose very nature is in dispute. The state says garbage is smoldering underground as a result of the company's actions, but Waste Connections, like much of the waste industry, says that nothing is on fire and causes something else, leaving locals like House not only physically ill but also feeling gaslit. Well, yeah. Damn. 2022, part of the landfill reached temperatures above 200 degrees Fahrenheit. That's nearly 40% hotter than the federal EPA standard for landfill operations. So all type of shit is happening, man. As the waste slowly cooked, it belched out toxic gases. Damn. Elevating nearby levels of hydrogen sulfide, carbon dioxide, and benzene, which can damage DNA and cause leukemia. And gas is even shot in the air. Like, this is insane. All right, that's enough for down, man. Hey, this devil has to go down. First off, this Revelation. Is it 11? 18. Revelation 11:18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. And who is that? For one, this devil rains down hell upon the earth. All right, but not only that, Esau literally is destroying the earth every way possible, from weapons, of course, and waste, and different ways of it. Destroying the oceans with all the plastic, which don't really biodegrade, man. That it don't do it that well because of the process they use to obtain the plastic. All right, because really Esau could make plastic out of corn. There's a bunch of corn all across America. They can make it out of plastic. It'll biodegrade. That one company, Fatburger, when they came to Chicago, that was one of the big things. Like, yeah, the plastic, the cups is made from corn. It's safer. Esau refused to do it. It probably cost 10 more cents to do it or whatever. All right. Esau's so damn greedy, he won't do it. And that leads to what? Plastic islands. Like, literally, there's so much plastic in different areas of the ocean. They refer to these things as plastic islands because the plastic has fused together. All right. And of course, that means it leaches chemicals to the water, which fucks up the damn fish in the area. Then you have different plastics that get stuck in these animals. Tons of it, which they can't digest. Then also sometimes they get trapped in the fucking plastic. This man is destroying the fucking earth. All right? Which the same thing even in the landfill is a bunch of plastic that won't biodegrade right. So those chemicals leach and mix with other chemicals, and like that article was saying, poisonous gas is released. Trash juice, they called it, is released. This man is destroying the earth. As the scripture says, he is as death. And that's a literal as well. Of course, as going into his greed, him never being satisfied. But also, this man is as death. This is Habakkuk 2. And 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. This man is upside down in every way. Anything that's mentioned about the glory of the kingdom, you can find an upside down version here. Say sweet smelling wood. Right now we got hot garbage, literally, and sewage. That's the stench of this place. All right, we're talking about roads of gold. Esau using, streets was buckling over this heat wave that came 2 weeks ago or last week. Oh, it's been 2 weekends now. All right, 2 weeks ago, streets started buckling. Like people was driving on them. They use this cheap ass asphalt that got to be replaced, patched up. Constant fucking construction. Oh man, especially in shit in Chicago, it's always construction on the roads. All right, this shit is decaying. Hey, that's a script. This place is decaying, man. This shit is fucking through. All right. Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. Proud devil. That's everything he do is upside down, though. But the just shall live by his faith. Yeah, also because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man. And that wine represents what? His doctrines. They stagger, but not with strong drink. That's going to doctrines. Neither keepeth their home who enlargeth desire as hell, and is as death. All right, so yes, literally, I mean, yes, this is going into never being satisfied, you know, but also he literally is as death, man. And another thing about it, what said need to keep it at home. And this man, wherever set up his military bases at, which is that need to keep that home, which he got them everywhere. You can use even something that's now called a state of this country, which is Hawaii. The locals hate the American troops, the fact they were there, because they polluted the fuck out the land. Of course, other things as well, but that was one. Hey, that's one of the main things mentioned. Same thing everywhere they go, man. They pollute the fucking land. All right, that's who this devil is. Death. And it is death that cannot be satisfied, but gathered unto him all nations, and he but unto him all people. All right, but this man is as death. He don't give a shit about life. He don't care if it all ends. His job is to bring about death. Whether he actively think of that or not, Lord knows. This man is all about death, man. Hey, this is Jeremiah. Which, this is just a physical representation. Alright? That trash is just a physical representation of something way more spiritual. Because yes, that's land pollution, but also you pollute the land by wickedness. To where it don't yield its increase, to where things get weaker. Like I was mentioning earlier, how you used to have the smell of the flowers, the wood. Things get weaker because of sin. That's all ties together, man. All right, animals dying off, species, kinds dying off. That's also because of pollution, the physical, because we see the actual chemicals fucking shit up. But the spiritual first, that's just a representation of that, man. This is a polluted fucking land. Spiritually and physically. This is Jeremiah. I think is it too. Let me see. I don't think I'm tripping though. What was I going first? Jeremiah 12. It's Jeremiah 4:12. How long shall the land mourn, and the herbs of every field wither? For the wickedness of them that dwell therein. The beasts are consumed, and the birds, because they said he shall not see our last end. So that's the mindset this devil really has, man. All right, he'd rather everything die off than for a new ruler to rise up, man. That's why mutually agreed upon destruction is even a thing. Because Esau was in fucking power. And they don't want to see nothing after him, Haddish, man. They'd rather all the beasts be fucking gone, bro. But it says what? These things wither for the wickedness that dwell therein. So that goes to the spiritual part of it first. Like I said, giving up that daughter over to prostitution, whoredoms, unless the land be filled with wickedness. So sin brings wickedness to the land, man. Sin increases, evil increases, the land decreases. All right. In fact, we have an example of that in the Maccabees. Let's get first Maccabees first. This one Esau got in power, man. First Maccabees 1 and... Well, we're going to get straight to the point, though, Alexander died. Here we go. So this is First Maccabees 1 and 7. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died, and his servants bare rule everyone in his place. And after his death, they all put on crowns upon themselves, so that their sons after them many years. And the evils were multiplied in the earth. All right, so of course the wicked got in power, and the people got more wicked. It's that simple, Now, let's grab this other precept in Maccabees. I know it's in the Mac. I think it's at First Maccabees. Here we go. First Maccabees 3:27. Now when King Antiochus heard these things, he was full of indignation. Wherefore he sent and gathered together all the forces of his realm, even a very strong army. He opened also his trade. Now his army, what he had was basically mercenaries. Right? So it says he opened also his treasure and gave his soldiers pay for a year, commanding them to be ready whensoever he should need them. Nevertheless, when he saw that the money of his treasures failed, and that the tributes in the country were small because of the decision and plague. Okay? The decision and plague. Why did these things happen? Which he had brought upon the land of taking away the laws which had been of old time. So the increase started to decrease. The land was not yielding its fruit as much. All right? So it was less tribute. Wickedness pollutes the land. And all this devil is doing is showing that he is the physical, further proven, he is the physical representation of wickedness, the son of the wicked one. He is the wicked one, shit. And America's trash problem proves it. Like it says in Thessalonians, he comes after the working of Satan. He's the physical representation of the left-hand side. Like you have the sons of God, you have the sons of the devil, man. That's Esau, Edom. This is ridiculous. Something else. Yeah, this Sirach 10:3. An unwise king destroyed his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. All right, so this is self-explanatory, really, man. This man is a wise king. All right, that's why it's so much decay in America. The pollution, the birds fall out of the sky, animals bleaching themselves, and not just America. A lot of these things are worldwide now, man, because they follow who? America. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time, he will set over one that is profitable. So the entire world will be reset. Okay? This is Sirach 10:8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, that's part of the injuries. All right? And riches got by deceit. The kingdom is translated from one people to another. So at some point, this place got to go down. The pollution problem alone will mean this current order of the earth has to be stopped, man. This just shows the complete utter disdain that they have for everything called life. They don't stop at just bombing you to get your resources, which is fucked up enough. All right? Or murdering you or beating you down and oppressing you, on whatever level that is. Making chemicals readily available more than the organic. They even destroying the literal waters and land of the earth. Hunting for fun. This devil has no respect for life. Verse 10. The physician cutteth off a long disease, and he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die. So this devil is a disease to the earth. But thank the Wadi Habashim Yashai for the physician. All right, which will be setting up our Lord Yahweh Shai, man. Because it says through that word we are healed. So who's the physician? Who's giving his word out? Okay? Man, so you know what? This hope is edifying. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Basham, Yahweh Shai Basham Kakodash. Double honor to the apostle, Great Millstone. And Southeast brothers doing this thing in sincerity and truth and with charity. Shalom, my Bible ball.